Morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to episode number 118 in the book of Genesis. We're in Genesis chapter 27, the last couple paragraphs. And today's title is You Think Your Family Has Trouble. We're going to open the window into a family strife of Isaac's family. It gets so bad that it's to the point of threatening to murder. In fact, the murderous brother comforts himself with the plan to murder his other brother. So this is from Genesis chapter 27. We're going to start in verse 30. Just listen to the narrative. The story is great. So the context is Isaac has blessed kind of the wrong brother. He's blessed Jacob, and Esau's mad about it. Verse 30. As soon as Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, when Jacob had scarcely gone from the presence of Isaac his father, Esau, his brother, came in from his hunting. He also prepared delicious food and brought it to his father. And he said to his father, "Let my father arise and eat of his son's game, that you may bless me." That's what this is all about, the blessing. His father said to him, "Who are you?" Because his father can't see and is infirm. And he answered, "I am your son, your firstborn, Esau." Then Isaac trembled very violently and said, "Who was it then that hunted game and brought it to me? And I ate it before you came, and I have blessed him. Yes, and he shall be blessed." As soon as Esau heard the words of his father, he cried out with an exceedingly great and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me, even me also, O my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and has taken away your blessing." Esau said, "Is he not rightly named Jacob?" His name means deceiver. "For he has cheated me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and now, behold, he's taken away my blessing." Then he said, "You have not reserved a blessing for me?" Isaac answered him and said to Esau, "Behold, I have made him lord over you, and all his brothers I've given to him for servants, and with grain and wine I have sustained him. What then can I do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Have you but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So Isaac is basically saying, I've messed up this blessing. I've blessed the one who wasn't my firstborn. And somehow this is exclusionary and irrevocable. And Isaac ends up trembling violently. This is not a ha-ha story. It really happened. And then a little bit here, he's really going to plan to kill him. So let's go on, verse 39. Then Isaac his father answered and said to him, "Behold, away from the fatness of the earth shall your dwelling be, away from the dew of heaven on high. By your sword shall you live. You shall serve your brother. But when you grow restless, you shall break his yoke from your neck." So no fatness, no dew, swords and service and restlessness is what's ahead for him. Now Esau hated Jacob, no kidding, because of the blessing with which his father had blessed him. And Esau said to himself, "The days of mourning for my father are approaching." In other words, his father's near death. "Then I will kill my brother Jacob." But the words of Esau, her older son, were told to Rebekah. So she sent and called for Jacob, her younger son, and said to him, "Behold, your brother comforts himself about you, planning to kill you. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice. Arise, flee to Laban, my brother in Haran, and stay with him a while." That means a short period of time. Actually, it ends up being 20 years. "Until your brother's fury turns away, until your brother's anger turns away from you, and he forgets what you have done to him. Then I will send and bring you from here. Why should I be reft of both of you in one day?" Then Rebekah said to Isaac, "I loathe myself because of the Hittite women. If Jacob marries one of the Hittite women like these, one of the women of the land, what good will my life be to me?" So let's talk about this murder thing. So this hate that one brother has for another is kill caliber. It's, in fact, he comforts himself with thinking, "I'm going to kill you someday." It helps me sleep when I think about killing you. So the mother recommends that he flee until your brother's fury turns away, until he kind of forgets. Now, you've heard of feuds with people and been angry with people. Time almost doesn't even affect it. The Afghanis have a saying, it's something like, if you wait 1,000 years to get revenge, you've acted in haste. So stay tuned, but this brotherly hatred situation is going to be a marker for Jacob coming to faith in the Lord. So remember, he just referred to the Lord in the third person when he was talking to his father when Jacob was getting the blessing. And it says in 27:20, but Isaac said to his son, how is it that you have found me so quickly, my son? Jacob answered, because the Lord your God has granted me success. So Jacob hasn't possessed God, internalized God, received God himself. And not, at least not yet. I think he will in a little bit down the road here. So this brotherly pain, this exile, this meeting up with this bad character Laban is all going to be a part of this, of what's going to end up being the patriarch Jacob coming to demonstrable faith. And it's kind of like only with the Lord can this thing be resolved. You've got a worried mother. You've got a trembling father who's sick and near death. You've got a weeping, murder caliber angry brother. And you've got a son who doesn't believe in God, but definitely believes in his murder caliber brother. And this sets up a 20-year process of the humbling of Jacob, who turns out to be, guess what? The father of Israel, the father of the 12 tribes, father of Judah, from whom Jesus came. Now, Jesus doesn't need perfect people in his lineage, but faithful ones would certainly be nice. He doesn't even need that. But he desires the heart of Jacob and Isaac and Rebekah and his mad brother Esau, just like he desires your heart. And this story does not end here, not in the least. It doesn't end on a macro level, which this is the march towards the Savior, that the rescue is coming. And it doesn't end between these two brothers with now murder is hanging, kind of separating between them. So yes, God is sovereign in the big picture. Yes, he seeks people in the little picture too. So he seeks us in the living room, in our heads, in our hearts, and in our troubles. So you probably have some family trouble right now, just like this family is a disaster. And the point is that God saw this family's trouble and he worked through it. So in your family's trouble, have faith, have trust, believe in him, believe in his sovereignty, believe that he's in control, that the government is on his shoulders. It reminds me as we close of Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. That's what I wish for you today.